July 12, 2026. Bangsa Johor's blue wave, the beginning of a wider electoral realignment. Johor's decisive victory for Barisan Nasional (BN) in the recent state election deserves to be examined as more than a successful electoral campaign. The result may represent the beginning of a broader political realignment capable of influencing future electoral contests across Malaysia. Whether this becomes a genuine blue wave extending beyond Johor depends not on political slogans, but on governance performance, organizational discipline, voter behavior, and the ability of competing coalitions to respond to changing public expectations. Johor has historically occupied a unique position within Malaysia's political landscape. As UMNO's birthplace and one of BN's strongest organizational bases, the state possesses extensive grassroots machinery, experienced local leadership, and deep historical connections with Malay voters while remaining politically competitive in urban constituencies. BN's victory, therefore, cannot be viewed in isolation. It reflects a combination of organizational resilience, disciplined campaign management, candidate selection, and the ability to present political stability as an electoral asset. The broader political environment also contributed to the outcome. The Madani unity government entered the contest with the advantage of incumbency and institutional coordination, while BN retained considerable influence among traditional supporters. This arrangement reduced direct competition within government ranks and allowed campaign resources to be deployed more efficiently. Conversely, 𝚬𝚘𝚘𝚍 Nasional entered the election facing continuing strategic challenges, including differing priorities between PAS and Bersatu, organizational adjustments, and the difficulty of presenting a consistently unified political narrative across diverse constituencies. These developments naturally raise questions regarding other states. Negeri Sembilan and Melaka share several demographic and political characteristics with Johor, including sizable mixed constituencies, established BN organizational structures, and competitive urban-rural electoral dynamics. Pahang and Perak likewise remain states where BN possesses extensive local networks capable of influencing future contests should organizational cohesion be maintained. In contrast, Selangor and Penang present more complex electoral environments where demographic diversity, urban voting behavior, and different political histories require distinct strategic approaches rather than assumptions based solely on Johor's experience. Northern states governed by Perikatan Nasional, particularly Kedah, Kelantan, and Terengganu, continue to demonstrate different electoral characteristics driven by long-standing ideological preferences and local political culture. Sabah and Sarawak also remain unique because regional parties and state-specific issues continue to dominate electoral calculations. Consequently, Johor should not automatically be viewed as a direct predictor for every state. Rather, it provides an important case study illustrating how disciplined organization and credible governance messaging can reshape electoral momentum. Malay Muslim voter sentiment remains a critical variable. Public concerns surrounding economic opportunities, cost of living, employment, inflation, governance, credibility, and leadership stability increasingly intersect with traditional identity considerations. Voters appear to be evaluating not only political narratives, but also administrative performance, policy consistency, and institutional reliability. This broader assessment may favor coalitions capable of demonstrating practical delivery rather than rhetorical confrontation alone. From an economic perspective, political stability continues to matter. Investors generally respond positively to predictable governance, policy continuity, and institutional consistency regardless of electoral competition itself. Johor's strategic position within manufacturing, logistics, foreign investment, and cross-border economic integration further reinforces the importance of stable government administration. Should BN successfully consolidate this perception, its electoral momentum could extend beyond symbolic victory into broader confidence regarding governance capacity. Nevertheless, caution remains necessary. Electoral success in one state does not guarantee identical outcomes elsewhere. Political momentum requires continuous renewal through policy delivery, effective constituency engagement, and disciplined coalition management. Voters have repeatedly demonstrated their willingness to reward performance while also withdrawing support when expectations remain unmet. The principal lesson from Johor therefore extends beyond numerical victory. It suggests that electoral resilience is increasingly built upon organizational credibility, institutional discipline, leadership coherence, and practical governance rather than historical loyalty alone. Competing coalitions will inevitably study Johor's outcome closely, adapting their own strategies in response. Whether Johor ultimately becomes the catalyst for a wider blue wave across Malaysia remains uncertain. However, BN's decisive victory has unquestionably altered the national political conversation. If organizational strength continues to be matched by policy credibility, economic stability, and effective governance, Johor may indeed be remembered as the starting point of a broader electoral domino effect. If not, the result will remain an important but isolated success. Ultimately, Malaysian voters, not political narratives, will determine whether Johor's experience evolves into a lasting national political realignment. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting my podcast news channel. Your time, attention, and engagement truly mean a great deal. I sincerely appreciate your continued support and thoughtful viewership. Join, follow, like, and share